They call me crazy cause I'm facing all my giants. They try to scare me into thinking I can fight it. They tell me
How you
I
doing
should
today,
never
Kurt? You ready to
even think of
rock?
trying. But that's
Yes.
just me, I'm
Let's rock
gonna
and
live
roll
out
this
in
thing. Talk about the
defiance.
TikToks.
We are
Biggest.
live.
Woo! Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to be very careful what we say today because, as Big Jason and I were just talking about, the Chinese government's probably going to listen to everything that we're talking about today. We're actually talking about TikTok. Like a ton of questions in. I'm talking about TikTok. A lot of the questions are kind of relatively the same, saying, "Hey, is my demographic on TikTok?" Well, if you're advertising to 8 to 18-year-olds, yeah, your demographics on TikTok. Truth be told, one of the fastest growing demographics is actually 35 plus. Right now, we are seeing stats coming on in that, truth be told, over on TikTok, people are spending more time on TikTok than they are on Google. That's huge. People are going to TikTok now to search for recommendations and using TikTok as a search engine more than Google. TikTok has more user time daily than Facebook and Instagram, Snapchat. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and there was one other one combined. I guess the other one wouldn't really matter. But yeah, the big thing that TikTok has going for it right now, I mean, there is a lot of controversy around it, right? There's a lot of privacy concerns around it, and I completely understand. TikTok's a little creepy and a little crazy. Well, what TikTok does better than anybody else is to show content to brand new users that the users find the content relevant, but they didn't even know that they were looking for it. So let me kind of say that in a different way. So over on Facebook, right, on our personal page, for example, we're gonna connect with friends and family, and we're gonna share posts and pictures over on Facebook. And mainly, it's our friends, our family, our followers who are going to see that content, and then Facebook's going to help kind of spread that content out to a cold market. But it's not like 90% of people who see your posts on Facebook don't know you. It's the other way around, right? 90% of people who do know you or you're connected through someone's going to see your content over on Facebook. Now, Instagram's a little bit different because Instagram's a little bit more visual, and Facebook, of course, is going to show it to people who are following, show the content on Instagram for people who are following your page or following your profile. And kind of depending on the look on your Instagram, it could show it to a cold market as well too. Maybe a little bit more than what Facebook would show your content to a cold market. Well, with TikTok, yes, TikTok's going to show you your content to the people who follow you, but TikTok is amazing for someone to create content and then for that content to go out and reach a cold market. Like 90% of the people who see the video is reaching a cold market. I mean, I've just never seen anything work as well as TikTok does for you to connect to a cold market that didn't even realize they wanted to see your content. Now, I mentioned this in on a previous live we talked about actually yesterday, where I'm like, "Hey, Big Jason, don't make fun of me," but like I'm scrolling through TikTok, want to know how it works, and all of a sudden, an hour later, I'm still staring at it, and I'm watching some dairy farmer in Wisconsin, and it's actually pretty interesting to see how he runs his dairy farm, like what he does with all the manure from all those cows and turns it into electricity. But anyway, TikTok found me that video may be relevant. I didn't search out for dairy farm. I didn't search out for how to turn cow manure into electricity. Somehow TikTok found me that it may be relevant to me. The algorithm on TikTok is scary and can be highly beneficial. So I want to answer a bunch of your questions in here, but I got to tell you, there's just one of the things is recently I went out to the big trafficking conversion conference, and some of you may know this, but I won a VIP package to go out to trafficking conversion. So I got to go back to stage and to meet a bunch of the stars and people who are headliners at that event. One of the people there at the event was Logan Paul. And when Roland Frazier asked Logan Paul, Logan, if you had to start all over again, what social media network would you want to be on and what would you do? And Logan almost jumped out of his chair. And if you don't know who Logan Paul is, he's made a ton of money. He originally started on Vines, which was short videos, ended up over on YouTube. Now does a bunch of like professional fighting and virtual promotions. Anyway, kid makes a ton of money. The kid basically jumps out of his chair and basically says this: I jump all over TikTok. He goes, I've never seen a platform on TikTok where it can find your cold audience better than anything else. And on the other side of things is when Logan Paul got started out, I mean, even it was like 7 years ago, he was having to edit all of his videos, directly online. He said with like Windows Movie Maker and some editing kind of software. Well, with TikTok, for example, you can shoot all of it just directly on your phone, and you can edit everything on your phone as well too. And not only just from the editing software that you have on the phone alone, but TikTok's interface allows you to stitch together, make some edits, do duets where you're following up with some popular content, leaving your own opinion. Well, you can do everything just right here from a cell phone, upload it directly over to TikTok, and it's just extremely powerful. You don't need a team of people that are editing your videos for you. So the big thing with TikTok is you got to get people's attention in the first 3 to 5 seconds. You got a little bit more time on Facebook. Facebook is scrolling a little bit more, but the judgment over on TikTok, man, if you really want to reach people, you really got to focus on what is that 3 to 6 second hook that you can get someone's attention to watch your video. Because over on TikTok, videos are around a minute long, but now TikTok has opened that up. A lot of people don't know this. I don't know why, but TikTok has opened up to 5 minutes, 20 minutes, up to an hour. And you can do TikTok lives, I think, let you go up to like 8 hours or something crazy like that. So there are, I have a friend, Brian Johnson, who's been mentioned many times in these trainings, where Brian Johnson has worked for the last 6 years to build up 30,000 fans over on Facebook. And he's run ads over the years and done organic stuff over the years and had problems with Facebook because he's in the health niche. But he goes over to TikTok. He has over 50,000 followers within his first 45 days. The content that he's producing is amazing. It's finding a whole new audience he has never met before. And a couple of times a week, he's going live over on TikTok where he has 100 to 200 to sometimes 300 people at a time watching his live stream that is absolutely brand new, just getting to know him for the first time. Brian now sells some high ticket coaching all around the health space and is really finding some great people that he's building a relationship over at TikTok. Again, finding that cold audience for you is just, it's a little creepy, it's a little scary, but it can be highly beneficial if you harness this thing. So let me just jump in to some of these questions. But Jason, like I said, some of these are kind of the same, but there's some really important ones in here. So do non-entertainment videos work over on TikTok like the stuff Gary Vee is doing? Yeah, there's all types of videos are working. Just test. The thing is 1 or 2 videos aren't really going to cut it on TikTok. Some people are posting up to 4 times a day. That sounds a little crazy. You don't have to post 4 times a day, but I'm just going to make up this number. If you post on TikTok and 500 people see it, and then you post another week and 500 people see it, you're not getting 1,000 people to see that content. You're probably getting, 750, 800, right? Because there's going to be some overlap. But if you're posting on a frequent basis and you're seeing 300 to 400 views on a frequent basis, but you're posting 4 times a day, you're going to be surprised on what content really takes off. And that's going to be the best way for you to understand what's really working right now for you. What I would suggest is doing 1 minute or 2 minute long videos. I would find out some opening hooks that really work really well for your audience. And it doesn't have to necessarily just be a video with you just jumping up and down. One of the great things on TikTok that works really well is listicles. Basically saying, hey, here are the top 3 things never to do in a TikTok ad. Here are the top 3 things that you should eat after the Thanksgiving. Hey, here are the top 3 things or the top 4 things. And a lot of times, truth be told, on TikTok, people are not listening to the sound. So if you have a little music video and you kind of, point to some answers, you say, hey, what's the top 3 things every copywriter should know before they launch an ad? And I'm just kind of pointing as, kind of each part of the text that you can create just off your TikTok app. Sometimes that can be more entertaining than actually having to speak into the camera in the first place anyway. So what I like to suggest is just to go over, spend some time over on TikTok, take a look at what's trending right now, what some of the viral trends are. A lot of times what you can do is just do, that duet where you're just kind of one-on-one commenting on what that video is doing, if that's relevant to your business. The other thing is lending your opinion of other videos where an expert may be on, for example, talking about something that either you agree with or you don't agree with. Great way to do a duet. And I can talk about duets here in just a little bit. But I like the entertainment videos, absolutely, on TikTok. But you can also do educational videos as well, too. But again, if it's boring, no one's going to scroll on through. What TikTok's basically going to do is once you post a video on TikTok, within the first, I think it's like 45 minutes to an hour, it goes through a couple of kind of different layers. And if people start watching and engaging, it just takes off. If it doesn't pick up any steam, you'll see it slowly start to run out of steam within, easily within the 24 hours. All right. How do I confirm? Go ahead. Absolutely.
Yeah, follow up to that. So, yeah, you see this a lot on YouTube for the shorts. You'll see someone else's short playing in the background, and they have put themselves transparently at the bottom of someone else's video, and they're either agreeing or disagreeing. What would you say to someone like, me? I have no problem disagreeing with someone publicly.
It's my favorite thing about you.
But what about other people that are like, yeah, it's kind of good to let people know what not to believe or blah, blah, blah. But I'm kind of afraid of maybe this content creator is going to, have backlash, and he's going to like DM me and say, what the hell are you doing? And you're a mean person. Hopefully. And stuff like that.
I mean, at the end of the day, what people are really attracted to is controversy. It depends on how controversial you want to be. You can absolutely agree with everyone, but then you kind of get lost inside the noise. I mean, one of the things I do love about you, Big Jason, like you are very direct. There's some copywriters I've asked you about, email marketers you've asked me about, and like you pause for a second and then you just go kind of right for it, but you back it up with a lot of facts as well too. And you've been doing this for a really long time, and I really want to hear your opinion. Like I really want to cut through the bullshit. And a lot of people want exactly that. So I'll never forget, there was a guy that I had, Big Jason, do you know Nathan Laka? Does that name ring a bell to you at all?
No, not really.
L-A-K-I-A, I believe. So anyway, I met Nathan in his mastermind, and young dude, he's under the age of 30 when I met him. He had already gotten to like the venture capital world and seed funding and stuff like that. And he was conducting podcasts with entrepreneurs. And one of the things is he talked to an entrepreneur that was like inside of our internet marketing world. And he started asking him about his numbers of his business. And the guy couldn't recall his numbers. And Nathan basically called him out for not knowing his numbers. He's like, come on, you're an entrepreneur who says you make over $1 million a year, and you can't tell me what your EBITDA is. Your EBITDA is. You can't tell me what your operating margins are. You can't tell me what costs are. You can't tell me the value of your business. And Nathan kind of raked him over the coals. And there were a lot of people that followed up and just said, man, that was kind of mean. Now, do it in an ethical way. When I brought this up to Nathan in the mastermind, he looked at me and he goes, it's really interesting. Lots of people are talking about the interview. Very few people talk about the interviews where I agree 100% with the guests. Sometimes there has to be a disagreement for someone to pay attention and to listen to your opinion. So you don't have to defame someone. You don't have to call them stupid or name calling, but you can absolutely disagree with someone and tell them why. Or what I see a lot of TikTok videos is also agreeing with people to say, hey, look, I don't typically agree with all of their marketers, but what this person said about these 3 tips on copywriting, I absolutely believe this. I love this. I love that. I would make one small change here. So being controversial can actually be really good for your business if you do it the right way, not like Kanye or Ye or whatever his name is doing it now. That is probably way on the other end of things. But without being controversial, like take a look at somebody like Elon Musk. Sometimes he just says stuff just to get a reaction out of people at times. So proceed accordingly, but I like to do it. I like to be very respectful, but disagreeing with people is how you get really good conversations started, in my opinion. So great question. Okay. How do I confirm my demographics over on TikTok? In my opinion, it all comes down at the end of the day of research. I think you'd be really surprised because the person who asked this question, I know that you're in the documentary film series of some really great content, and these people would love to see your content over on TikTok. It would be a really great discovery. It's the best other way that I could answer this kind of for everyone else. Just do your research. Do some test videos. I think you're going to be surprised. There's a much older demographic than just 13 to 19-year-olds over on TikTok, and it's a quick crawling demographic. So just kind of for a perfect example, and I've seen this trend over and over and over. I used to read the news a bunch on my phone, and then, it just kind of got depressed because that isn't really much fun. Then I got to go look over on Facebook, and there's some arguing, and I usually unfollow people who are politically arguing. But if I just want to kind of bliss out, if I just want to like sit on the porch, look at the trees change color, and watch some videos in the background, I'm heading over to TikTok, and I'm going to be spending more time on TikTok because it can really be a safe place of content that I really want to see. But the interesting thing over at TikTok, what it starts to do is TikTok will find the right person at the right time for the right piece of content. And if someone's watching like marketing videos, for example, and they're really enjoying these marketing videos and they're rewatching them, right? Here are the top 3 tips, and they rewatch that top 3 tip, they're going to start seeing more and more and more curated content just for them around their subject matter, like marketing. So if you're consistently putting content out there, I think you may be really surprised at the algorithm on who Facebook starts to find for you. But again, it all comes down to research at the end of the day. I'm a coach is my demographic on TikTok. I thought this was mostly teens using it. Again, lots of adults. And if you are a coach, unequivocally putting your content over on TikTok can help you find new users that you have not found before. I see Brian Johnson do this all the time in his TikTok postings and the TikTok lives that he's running as well. How to attract my target audience, 45 plus corporate employees. I think you may be surprised again on the demographics here. Crank out 10, 15 videos. Do a 30-day challenge over on TikTok where you're posting once a day. I know it can sound like a lot. There are some people that are doing a TikTok challenge for 15 days, posting twice a day to see how fast this content really starts to pick up. Now, I believe that TikTok's going to help add some fuel to the fire in the very beginning. I absolutely believe you were going to post a couple of videos that will get seen by a whole bunch of people. 500, 1,000, could be 3,000. It kind of gets that adrenaline moving just a little bit that you want to record more content, but it keeps you recording more content as well too. So you probably see some of your initial videos get some really good views. You'll see your next couple of videos kind of go down, and things going to start settling on in. But every time you're putting out a new video, there is a new person watching. Keep pushing out that content and keep testing what content works best for you. All right. Are hashtags good to use? Yes. Are they required? No. So yes, hashtags can be beneficial, right? It helps people look up specific content. But the algorithm of TikTok is not reliant on hashtags. I was actually on a phone call where they were having some insider secrets shared with TikTok, and the TikTok algorithm is so good at taking your content, figuring out what your content's all about, finding the right person at the right time. It is mildly influenced by your hashtags. So if I was to hashtag like the belt method and online marketing and a couple of other things, is that going to make sure that my video goes viral in the online marketing niche? No. Is it going to give TikTok some guidelines? Yes. But if we were to say, and I'm just going to make this up, but this was something talked about on this insider call that I was on. Let's just say that if you have 100 points available for TikTok on how to reach people, adding hashtags may give you 5 out of 100 points. Is it a factor? Do you have to use hashtags? No, but some people do, just to kind of help out with the categories just a little bit. But it's not necessarily helping TikTok find your right audience. Again, find some videos that you really like over on TikTok, what some other people are doing consistently. See what's working for them. I think you'd be surprised at how many people actually don't use hashtags in their content. That's a really good question. Literally, somebody asks, and I understand, is it controlled by the Chinese? Will it be banned by the US? Great question. I mean, of our privacy. And Big Jason, can you
out.
My mic out?
Just for a little bit, we missed. Why don't you repeat your answer to the question about the Chinese government?
I think it's switched back over to my headset. Okay, so basically, Chinese government. So we've all given up our privacy over the last couple of years, last decade anyway. People are harvesting our data at just an explosive rate. There's some interesting insight into TikTok that's really looking at your behavior as you're shopping online. What are you doing with your phone, your contacts, who you're talking to, engaged with, maybe even more than Facebook. So some people say, hey, I have nothing to hide. Other people really want to protect their privacy. I think there are some privacy concerns with TikTok. For a long while, I didn't have it on my phone until, I've gotten so many questions like this when we started marketing over on TikTok. I do not think it is going to be banned in the U.S. Because there was a big portion of the company that was bought by some U.S. holdings. Blah 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 blah. It's a political, it's a political conversation. I don't think it's going to get banned here in the U.S. Personally, I think there are lots of other problems that we have before we have to address TikTok. But in my personal opinion, I think TikTok can be a little concerning if you're really concerned about your overall privacy, because your privacy is just. How do you think TikTok finds what kind of videos you want to watch? It's not by taking a lucky guess. It's by analyzing, like right now, if I was watching TikTok videos, analyzing my face. Am I laughing? Am I crying? Am I making any sounds in the background? There's a microphone that's on listening to how you're reacting to post. And they're using those emotional tones to show you different types of videos. And we can go down the rabbit hole even more and more on this. So I don't think it'll be banned, but I would proceed. I have a little daughter now that's a month and a half old. Was she 10 years old? Would I allow her on TikTok? Probably not. Probably not until she gets much older. But 10 years from now, things are going to change a ton. So, Jason, I think the audio changed again. Just to double check, can you still hear me okay?
I can.
Okay, good. All right. Why did it all take so long to do this? Well, because at the end of the day, I want to make sure that I am posting on a regular basis over on TikTok, and we are running ads and experimenting on things before I come out and comment on things. So I like to test and verify and then come share with you versus make up and pretend like I test like so many other gurus that are out there. All right. How can a beginner get started? Honestly, TikTok has some really great trainings in the TikTok Business Center on just getting started up on TikTok. We're going to be talking more and more about TikTok inside of FYTE Club. If you don't know what FYTE Club is right now, essentially what we're going to do is we are taking all of our trainings. We're going to house them in one membership site that we have with Sam Cart. We're going to take all of our best trainings, the Belt Method Premium. We're taking the Belt Method Fast Track. We're taking the Advertiser Fix Finder, our YouTube trainings, our email trainings. We're putting them all back in the same membership area to make it really easy. And then we're going to offer live support inside of our Facebook group 4 times a week. And it's something that we call FYTE Club. And that is Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and everything else, because we want to talk about like direct mail, TV, Hulu. There's so many other advertising methods out there and avenues out there outside of Facebook. Facebook just gets more and more and more expensive every single day. So stick with us. We'll show you some beginner. I'll tell you, getting set up on TikTok and getting running on TikTok is very similar to Facebook. The interface is pretty much looks like the same. It's really quite interesting. The campaign structure, ad set, ad level, all pretty much the same. The targeting is actually a little bit better over on TikTok than what we have been seeing over on Facebook as of late. And you'd be surprised how easy it is to get up and running, especially if you already know how to run Facebook ads. One of the things we teach about in the Belt Method itself is how to think through your marketing. And when you can think through your marketing and you know what your top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel looks like, it's applicable on any other ad network out there. So if you run ads on Facebook, the whole structure the same as over on TikTok. If you know how to read your numbers, like we teach you in the Belt Method, and with the Advertiser Fix Finder, if you know exactly what your numbers should be, launch some ads over on TikTok. I think it's going to be pretty interesting. Again, we're really looking at that first 3 to 6 second hook to get people to watch. But I think you may be surprised how easy it is just to get up on TikTok and start running some tests. What's working for e-commerce on TikTok? User-generated content all day long. User-generated of people doing a box opening, someone doing a demo. We have been running a lot of user-generated content over on TikTok, and it has been extremely popular. Now, what I mean by that is user-generated content over on TikTok. That is like, for example, someone like we work with a shoe company, and that is someone coming out talking about the shoe, talking about their shoes, wearing the shoes, showing how the shoes are pliable. You can put them in your backpack. You can take them everywhere. It's kind of like basically being barefoot. User-generated content, user testimonials over on TikTok are working so well. Or again, like a box opening. So like e-commerce, someone's opening up a box. Oh my goodness, I love this. Here's what's inside the box. I just, hands down, user-generated content is just crushing it. Absolutely crushing it over on TikTok. The other kind of content that's works as well too is, like I said, the listicle stuff. The top 3 things that every dog owner should know. The top three gadgets that every man over 40 should have, or the top 3 gadgets that every bicyclist or mountain bicyclist should have. Stuff like that works really, really, really well as well too. All right. Some hashtags are not effective. Some say yes. What does the data say to you? Like I said, it's kind of a mixed bag of tricks for the most part. It doesn't influence overall. It can help the guidelines just a little bit. But like I wouldn't spend half my day doing hashtag research. I'd be spending half my day kind of figuring out what the content's going to be that I want to blast out there. Engaging content on a regular basis. Take a look at what's in the news right now for your industry. Look at some of the best hooks, hottest topics, what's going on right now in your industry. So there's a couple of different things that I like to do. I like to look at trending videos, sometimes just doing a trending video or keeping up on a trending video, or for like a perfect example, since I just had a little baby girl, it depends if you do your much marketing from your personal side. I believe that a lot of my personal content gets me a bigger reach over on the marketing side versus just only talking about marketing. So one of the trends, for example, when I'm on TikTok is a little saying in the background by Winnie the Pooh. It's basically like a video of a kid, and it's like, oh, hey, do me a favor as you grow older, please stay sweet forever and stay sweet as please stay this sweet for the rest of your life, and remember to live life to the fullest, and please stay sweet like this, like honey forever, or something like that. It's a voice track that these videos have just kind of gone viral with these voice tracks. So like I would take a video of my baby girl to put it to the trending voice track, and that can help me get a bigger reach. Or for perfect example, as you see trending audio over on TikTok, right? People are doing this all the time right now, where like the trending audio could be something about like, put this audio to your phone of your last 3 memories. And people stitch their last 3 memories in their phone together, put it together with the audio. And it's just like the algorithm with TikTok just kind of starts to take off. So what I like to do is I like to do content that I'm talking about what's relevant in my niche right now, right? What are some edutainment videos that I can put together that are entertaining and factual right now about my industry? Also, what is trending? Could I do a trending sound or trending do a duet where I'm going to comment on a trending video? That can really help me get seen a ton as well. User-generated content, as I mentioned before, can be huge. The listicle stuff as well. How do we keep people entertained? Really what we're talking about is for a minute. That's really what we're talking about at the end of the day, right? Again, TikTok has 1, 3, 5, you can go up to 20 minutes and plus your TikTok lives. But if you can master these 1-minute videos, which is a quick hook within the first 3 to 4 seconds, we want to get someone's attention. We want to give them factual information. Then the call at the end where you can say, hey, go check out more on my profile. What we're looking for people to do is to dive down the rabbit hole with you in TikTok. Not necessarily saying, click on the link down below, register for a call right now. It is, hey, check out my if you like this type of content, go back to my if you like this type of content, go back to my profile and if you like this type of content, go check out my profile, because on your profile, obviously, you're going to have a lot of other congruent content. What people are doing is making content in batches. So if someone sees one video, what they'll end up doing is, if they do one video really well and they start getting comments down below, they'll start making TikTok videos replying back to people's comments. So what ends up happening, and this is an example that someone gave when we were on a call recently, let's just say that you make some crazy weird pizza trend, right? You put like 10 different types of meat on a pizza and say, hey, what is a crazy pizza topping that you've tried? Well, someone may comment down below, hey, I've tried chocolate on top of pizza. You may use a video that replies back talking about how you've tried chocolate on top of pizza and it was actually pretty good. What people will start to do is they'll watch your main video, they'll start to read the comments, and they'll start to see these other videos that you're making, kind of almost like a daisy chain on down below. So if you're able to reply with people, with videos, with people who are commenting on your content, also kind of make that daisy chain as well too. I could talk about 3 top copywriting topics. For example, in a video, someone starts commenting down below, I add another 3 tips of copywriting down in the comments. People will start watching and kind of daisy chaining these videos together, which can really get people to increase the overall watch time on your profile and your content as well too. Will it work for business to business? Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, what ends up happening is people are people, right? Even business owners are people who are also on TikTok. Can you use business to business? Yes, because it all depends on who your market. Yes.
You just went out that last 3 seconds.
Let me see. Let me check something here real quick, Big Jason. All right. It says I'm on my Yeti. It's really weird. I'm not hitting any other buttons. Okay. Let's see. Where was it? Business to business. Yes, business to business are people too. There's business to business opportunities absolutely on TikTok. I'd have to know more on your exact type of business to give you a suggestion. But yes, it does work for business to business as well too, because at the end of the day, they're people, right? How to advertise high ticket e-commerce products on tickets. What type of conversion events, offers, landing pages. So essentially what we like to see is for high ticket, like booking calls, what we've seen so far in some of our early experimentation is essentially it's a testimonial on TikTok and encouraging people to move forward, right? So it is some kind of testimonial of someone, well, let me kind of think about this for a second. How to advertise high ticket e-commerce products. I would have to know more what you mean by high ticket. Some people consider high ticket $500. We're talking $1,000. We're talking like farm machinery, which is $100,000. Typically what's going to happen is we're going to run some video views just like we do on the belt, just to kind of get some baseline understandings of who watching our video. And then you really got to kind of season the pixel like you would over on Facebook. Just running directly for book of leads or sales right away can really be expensive. What we're really doing is warming up that audience more than anything else with some video views, with getting some people to view content, and then running some add to cart optimizations, and then running to either add to cart, book a call. I'd kind of have to know a little bit more about the product kind of price point when we're talking about over on e-commerce. The thing is it's going to take a little bit longer than on Facebook to get your ads up and running. What I find is it's just a little bit different type of content over on TikTok. You're gonna have to get used to just a little bit, and then it takes the algorithm just a little bit longer to kind of catch up and really kind of hook on to your target market. But once it does, I mean, your cost can be so much lower. It's so great over on TikTok. I absolutely love it. I have to, again, how to advertise the high ticket e-commerce. I'd have to know more specifics to really dive in. How do I find conversion amongst all the clicks? How do I find conversions amongst all the clicks? So again, I think I could answer this. I mean, at the end of the day, we're going to use this. There's the same kind of pixel over on TikTok that there is on Facebook, right? We're going to be able to track conversions there. If you're seeing a ton of clicks getting to your page, but no one taking action from your page, I would take a look at a heat map, something like Hotjar, and I would see, are people spending time on the page? I'd want to see recordings of actual people on my page. Is the page just not converting? Now, do I think that there's bots on TikTok that will click on ads and just click on links? Yes. But I also think that it's a little bit different type of audience where someone is looking for that user generated content. They're looking at that testimonial. They click over to your page. They're going to want to see, you're going to have that page load on mobile really quick, because 99% of all your people on TikTok are going to be on mobile anyway. But that page is going to have to just be congruent with your ads. So how do you find conversions out of the clicks? I would want to look through the funnel. I would want to really take a look like at a heat map to see, are people spending time on the page, or are people just clicking on over and that's just it? Let's see. How do I find conversions? I have no time to do fancy videos. How to create videos on the fly. Many thanks. Canva, all day long. Log into Canva. Canva has music. Canva has B-roll, other videos you can use. You can put text just right on the screen. You can even do a voiceover inside of Canva. Super easy. Never have to use your face. I use Canva all day long for this exact same purpose. We create videos without our face on it pretty quickly. If you have not played with Canva, check out Canva. Do a quick voiceover. Truth be told, Nick and I have been experimenting with some software, and we'll be rolling this out inside of a FYTE Club to our members as well too. But Nick and I have been using a software where essentially it takes it takes a script, and we'll have one sentence that basically then will show a video that's related to that sentence. They call it B-roll. So what essentially is going to happen is we'll find this image. So let's say we're talking about weight loss. We're going to find the image of kind of someone who's just kind of really big, walking, walking, I don't know, walking in the living room or whatever. This one sentence would be read off actually by a computer animated voice. It would change to another scene for another 5 to 7 seconds. Again, this can all be down on Canva. The next sentence would be read, almost sounds like a computer. Now, it doesn't sound like a complete robot, but it doesn't sound like a complete natural human voice, but those videos convert really well. So if you do not like your face on videos, I would use something like Canva, put together some really quick, easy videos with some music, some text that people can read, and you could really be just off running, which is great. I don't like making videos. Is there any way around this by still promoting Offer My Business? Yeah, again, if you want to do some text videos, you can absolutely do that as well too. Put some music in the background, put some text up. At the end of the day, people are loving these short 1 minute long videos. That's why YouTube has shorts. That's why Facebook's leaning into the reels. Leaning into content creation for 2023 is going to be a huge deal, right? We used to talk about content, put a blog post up, record a video once a week. Now with this short form, dude, this short form is really, really, really important. So any way that you possibly can, look at Canva, for example, and start to kind of plan out and start to kind of get used to doing these short form videos. People are just eating up right now in just a crazy, crazy way. Let's see here, Big Jason. Some of these questions are kind of the same as my demographic on here. It really comes just to testing. Is it possible to repurpose videos meant for other platforms on TikTok? Yes. We were just actually talking about this on another call. I'm going to have to get with Nick. There was actually a client who just recommended to us where you can upload one video and it will help edit it in kind of the different formats that you need for your other social media sites. What I said on another call as well too is I don't suggest uploading a video to, let's say, YouTube, then downloading that video from YouTube, or taking that video link from YouTube and then sharing that link on Facebook. Facebook wants to keep you on Facebook, doesn't want you to send you over to YouTube. Or taking like a TikTok link and putting the TikTok link over on Facebook. Well, Facebook wants to get your attention. So what ends up happening is basically this, is what I suggest is edit your video that you want to on your computer or whatever, or just have your raw video, have it on your phone, upload that video through the TikTok app, make one or two edits with the TikTok interface, and then upload that directly to TikTok. You can use the exact same video, not downloaded from TikTok, but that raw video that you have on your phone, edit it a little bit differently. Doesn't have to be much, could just be one or two things, upload it to YouTube. Do the same thing over on Facebook. What I would not do is have a published video on a platform that I share on other platforms, just doesn't work as well. Nor would I download like a TikTok video where it has the TikTok watermark. I would not download that video, then upload that over to YouTube and to Facebook. So do I use the same type of content? Yes. Does it have to be formatted sometimes a little bit differently because the audience is different over on Facebook and TikTok? Yes, but I can make those edits inside of the native app just right on my phone for that individual social network. So
Hey,
yes, you repurpose your content. Yes, Jason.
Yeah, so if you have an app, say like an app that does like those cool TikTok captions and TikTok-esque captions, and then so you have your video, you could just download it and then do stuff with it, but it has this cool feature that you can post to TikTok, then you can post to Instagram. Does it make any difference doing that through the app, or like no, you should just download it to your phone and then upload directly to the each service?
So for example, over on TikTok, when you post a TikTok video, you can then push that TikTok video over to Snapchat and over to Facebook and over to Instagram if you want. I don't like using that push methodology because essentially what it does is it sends a signal that you're sharing from TikTok. And like Facebook doesn't want you to go over to TikTok. Facebook wants you to stick with Facebook. So what I personally like to do is I like to upload that video into each native app versus using like Facebook allows you to share to other social networks or Snapchat allows you to share to other social networks. I like to upload to each individual network individually. Does that answer the question, Big J?
Yep.
Good. All right. Is it worth getting on another social platform? Has the tide already passed? I don't think the tide's already passed. I think it's just starting to build. And really what you're going to see more and more and more of is just limitations around kind of the cold audiences that you reach, even on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. I would be on different channels. I think you would be really surprised on the different types of people that you'll meet and you'll connect with by running your content on multiple channels, because you want to meet the right person at the right time. You never know where they're going to be at. I'd strongly embrace TikTok, at least for the first 30 days in 2023. Do a video a day, do a video every other day. See what that looks like for your business after 30 days. Sometimes it's going to take some momentum. But again, these 1 minute videos, it's scaring Facebook. That's why Facebook has Facebook Reels. That's why YouTube came out with their YouTube Shorts. There's something that's going on with these 1 minute videos that people are craving. I would highly encourage you to embrace it sooner rather than later, and especially doing it on multiple platforms. Somebody put in here, which I love this question. Hey, do you know there's 5 types of baby cries? Absolutely. Learning how to communicate with my month-year-old. My kid is only a month and a week years old. I need some coffee. That's all I know with a new baby is you drink a lot of coffee and you have a little bit of sleep, and sometimes you just babble. That's what's coming out of my mouth. Okay. What are the first few videos? What are the first few videos a brand new business on TikTok should post? I do videos kind of about ourselves and our company. So, for example, if I was starting a brand new TikTok account, well, one of my first videos is I would quickly talk about what the belt method is. That's going to be pinned at the very top of my TikTok. The next time I'm going to talk a little bit about our agency, how many different people that we've worked with, our experience. I'm going to post that and pin that to my top of my TikTok. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start diving into some specific content about the belt method. Like, for instance, I may talk about a video top of funnel. Next video, I'm going to talk about middle of funnel. Next video, I'm going to talk about bottom of funnel. And I'm going to refer to people in those videos. Hey, if you would like to know more about top and middle of funnel, check out the last 2 videos that I did on TikTok. I'm going to get people to go back and watch some of my other content as well too. So I'm going to start talking about my ideology in my first 5 to 10 videos over on TikTok. So when someone comes over to my profile, they can find out more about me, about my company. Now I'm going to start doing some user-generated content. I'm going to look what's popular over on TikTok. I may do some duets. But the first couple of videos is absolutely going to be about my business, about myself, how I can help out other people, and just some really general content that I can start connecting with people on. Then I'm going to get more specific content as the weeks roll on.
Kurt,
Yes.
I have a bonus tip if you want me to share.
Please, sir, please.
So yeah, researching on TikTok is great for email. So you can find what's the hottest topics in your niche. If you want to go one step further, if you take Kurt's advice, you're going to pay attention to what videos on your own account blow up. And those should be, slap you upside the head and like, okay, I need to be talking about this in my emails.
It's a great tip. Absolutely great tip. Absolutely love that. It's a great idea. Let's see here. Don't know anything about TikTok. Where do you start from? Hey, you can get started here with FYTE Club, of course. The other thing is TikTok Business has some great videos just to get started. It's really easy to get started on the platform, but I mean, right now, start doing your research. At the end of the day, all marketing comes down to research. Just check. First thing is start watching the platform. What's interesting to you? Start finding some people that you already follow on other social networks. See what they're doing over on TikTok as well too. See what the algorithm looks like for you over a week or 2 weeks as you're watching additional content. What comes up for you? What resonates with you that you can do with others as well too. How to capture leads? Well, ask people for the lead capture information. Plus, there's a lead objective that you can do over on TikTok, kind of like Facebook lead ads. Those are great to test out as well too. Lots of people like to opt into essentially their TikTok lead ads. So definitely, if you have not tried that, test that strategy out. I love the TikTok lead ads. If you're not naturally entertaining and a majority of your videos are educational, how can TikTok work for you? I think you may be really surprised by your content, how TikTok can find the right person at the right time to watch your content. So you may see in your newsfeed lots of edutainment videos. Well, if you have some really interesting factual information that other people find interesting, I think you may be surprised putting out regular content is going to find the right person typically over on TikTok. It just takes some consistency of posting on a regular basis to really find where that message is. So you don't have to do the song and dance. I'm not going to be a little singing, dancing monkey over on TikTok, but I'm going to add a lot of value on TikTok, and it's helping me find a lot of people that is perfect for me.
Dance, Kurt, dance.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely not my thing. Let's see here. Have you tested conversions API? If so, have you seen relevant increase in event matching? Um, that's kind of a more hang on one second. Let me reread this question. We have the product, just not. I'd have to find out more about that. It's a question about API, tracking the API and tracking conversions on TikTok. I'd have to know more specifics. Um, uh, Most of the objectives we're using over on TikTok right now is we're doing video views and engagement to really help build our top of funnel. And then as we're seeing more and more purchases come in, we're just optimizing directly for purchases. We do see a lot of, when we're first starting out accounts, we see a lot of activity in the add to cart as well too. A lot of people adding to cart at a cheaper price, almost to what Facebook does, to get us some early sales before we turn over the conversion mechanism. Big Jason, I think. Oh, there's just one more here. We are running Spark ads with great success in the music niche, but we find it very hard to get people to leave the platform and the traffic, even with the native instant pages. We're also concerned with the targeting bots and the difficulty of creating solid retargeting audiences. It really is interesting because the retargeting audiences don't seem to populate as fast over on TikTok as they do over on Facebook. I thought that was just me for a little while. And then, yeah, it's just an interesting trend. In addition, they're very limited to countries to target, although not specific question. There are just lots of issues. Yeah, there are lots of issues with TikTok advertising right now. Truth be told, newer networks are going to have a much lower price when you first start advertising because they're just kind of working out the kinks. I know Nick and I have been testing lots of different ad networks, especially as we're talking about FYTE Club. We've been in some conservative ad networks that have no pixel, that has no tracking. All they do is they show you, we spent your money, you got some clicks. They don't even give you a CPM or a click-through rate. And yeah, that's pretty much it. They show you how much money that you spent. They show you how many clicks that you got. It doesn't show you buys or anything else like that. You're going to see these types of problems pop up on ad networks as they're kind of building out the infrastructure. So as they're building out the infrastructure, typically it's a lot lower cost. So it's not perfect. It's not, you just got to be really focused on your marketing numbers. This is like one of the reasons we created the Advertiser Fix Finder. So you know exactly what marketing numbers that you need. Because what I see over on TikTok a lot is really cheap clicks, but it doesn't always mean that those clicks are converting. But you're getting lots of clicks. But then the retargeting audiences takes a while to build up. So I want to make sure I'm getting high quality clicks. So I'm testing a lot of different content. So let's go over this here real quick. The reason we're doing all these Q&As as well too is just to introduce you really to our new structure that we have, where we've taken all of our best trainings. That is the Belt Method Premium. That's over a $3,000 value. That's where we used to have people come down to Austin for 3 days, and we would train them at $5,000. And we train them on the methodology and the ethical propaganda inside the belt. Now, if you want to understand more about ethical propaganda, then you're going to log into the course. You're going to check out the belt method, like what you see right here. Now, if you're just getting started on Facebook or you're just getting started with the belt method, we have something called the Belt Method Fast Track. And that is step by step of exactly where to get started with the belt. It's going to show you an exact checklist. We've written a 350-page workbook that's going to show you exactly how to get started with the belt method. So definitely check out Fast Track. All of our employees, our new employees, are trained using the Fast Track method. So if you have any employees or outsourcers, give them the Fast Track. They will get up and running on Facebook. Now, once you are up and running on Facebook, you're going to want to take a look at some other ad channels. Take a look over at the YouTube video training that we have too. It's a YouTube Quick Start. Now, the YouTube Quick Start, it's really, this is with Tom Breeze, it's really going to talk a lot about the campaign creatives. And we know that there's targeting, or if you don't know, there's a lot of targeting changes that are happening inside of YouTube. YouTube and Facebook, and especially TikTok, are pretty much all saying the same thing. Work on your content. They're going to have less targeting options. Right now, there are more targeting options over on TikTok sometimes than what I see over on Facebook. But at the end of the day, it's not the perfect target. Right now, it is all about the perfect type of content. So if you want to learn how to build out a really great video content, check out the YouTube Quick Start training. Now, as you're collecting leads, you're going to want to follow up with those leads. We have an email training as well too inside of FYTE Club for you to check out. And essentially, it's going to show you email hooks. It's going to show you some really great ways to make sure that you are emailing your list on a regular basis with some tips, with some tricks, with some templates on exactly what to do next to make sure that you are monetizing your email with the email fast start really the email fast track. We have put this all together in one training. This is all inside of a Sam Cart membership site that Sam Cart has helped us put together. Essentially, all of our trainings are now in one spot. And what we're doing is we're starting something called FYTE Club. FYTE Club is Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, everything else. Everything else, meaning we want to talk about Hulu, we want to talk about TV, we want to talk about direct mail, because Facebook is getting so expensive. Inside of FYTE Club, what we're going to do is we're going to help you 4 times a week. So 4 times a week, we are going to go live inside of our group to answer your individual questions. So for example, one day we're going to talk about what are the greatest updates on Facebook, asking you your Facebook questions, or really any questions that you have on any of these calls. Next day, we're going to be talking some of the big updates at YouTube, things you need to be paying attention to. Next day, we're going to be talking about TikTok. The next day, we're going to be talking about everything else in marketing. So every single day, we're going to give a little insider's tip. We're going to give a little insider's trick. We're going to give an update of what's going on with that specific platform. And then you are welcome to show up to that call and we'll answer any of your questions about that platform. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 steps on every single call. And we're going to do this again 4 times a week. We're going to offer you a tip, a trick, or something that's working right now, first thing. So we're going to compile a lot of great content on all these different types of platforms. You're going to ask your individual questions about the platform on the corresponding day. And then we're just going to open it up for general questions where we can talk about anything with your marketing, ads, funnels, creatives, any of that. So if you want to check it out for a limited amount of time between now and next Tuesday at midnight, I should say this upcoming Tuesday at midnight, you can join FYTE Club at an extremely low price. You can see it right here. Join FYTE Club. We spell FYTE, FYTE. So you'll see the belt.live/FYTE. And that is Club, CLUB, and TT for TikTok. So Big Jason, I'm looking over the questions here. I think I got most of the questions.
I believe so. Oh, I had a follow-up question. So about in the weekly calls, so if I start with TikTok experimenting, I can ask you questions about, hey, do you think I'm starting off right? Do you think I should change anything?
Absolutely. You can look over our shoulder. We can look over your shoulder. We are here for your support and to help build a community to answer your specific questions about that ad platform. Absolutely. We highly encourage you to be testing on other ad platforms. We want to lead by example. That's what we are doing now with ourselves and with our clients. And we would love to be able to answer your individual questions as well. Absolutely. Let's see. I think I got everything covered here. Unless you see anything else live, I just highly encourage you to check out FYTE Club. By the way, we have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if at any time you're not satisfied with my voice, my content, or anything else, we're absolutely going to give you that money-back guarantee. And we have an extremely low refund rate over the decade that we've been doing this. People love our content. They love our live support. We would love to be able to support you in your marketing in 2023. You'll see all the information all about FYTE Club and the low price that we have running right now until Tuesday at midnight. You just got to go to the belt.live/FYTE CLUBTT. You're going to see the link on your screen right here. We'll be sending out these recordings. Again, thanks to Big Jason for helping co-host these. He's helped really put a lot of this together, which has been really great. Been helping us with our email marketing. I can't wait to talk more and more about over the next couple of weeks to just really drive some really great results through our email marketing. But at the end of the day, we like doing this type of content here. Again, Jason, thanks for helping encourage me to do some more of this content. We're going to be doing some more free content here coming up in the next couple of days. Before we close the cart, I know, Big Jason, I sent you over a link about the 13 most popular tools that I like to use for the ad agency. I just shared in a private mastermind. Maybe if people are interested in that, we'll share some of that as free content as well.
For sure.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to shut down all of our other groups, combine one group, and off to the races for 2023. Again, Big Jason, thanks for your help. Do you see any questions over on your end, or that is all I have over on my end? It's just about time to feed
that's it. But if you have any
again.
follow-up questions, fire away, and I'll get them to you.
Sounds amazing. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate your time. Thanks again, Big Jason, for being here. You all enjoy your weekend. I will chat with you over this weekend, and I can't wait to see you inside of FYTE Club. Go check it out, thebelt.live/FYTE CLUBTT. I'll see you.